Once you have the site and the Google form done that you've embedded inside the site, now it's time to make sure that you have clues that can bring students to getting these different answers. Okay, so one thing you can use here is, again, you can double click anywhere you want and it will give you the options of what you can put in. So for example, if I want to double click here and put in a text box, I can select text. And then if I have something prepared, I can type that in. So for example, here you can give a description of what the students are going to end up doing, what the context is. So maybe you're finding hidden treasure or aborting a self-destruct sequence in a top secret layer, whatever you want to do. But this is another good spot to insert a starting clue. So for example, I put this in here. And I'm just going to make it in bold so it kind of brings more attention to it. It says, don't get down on yourself. The right way to not be left behind is to move up to the front of the class. Now, if I had a lock that was already created here, that was a directional lock, let's say. And if I did that, I would say a directional lock and then say U equals up, D equals down, L equals left, R equals right, then the answer for the lock could actually be don't get down on yourself. So a D, then the right way, R is not to be, or sorry, to not be left for L. Behind is to move up to the front of the class. And so if I had that in there, again, that could be a directional lock and another type of lock that you can use inside there. Okay, so that's just an example. Another type of example you could use inside here is a link to a website. So oftentimes we like to use URL shorteners. So something like bit.ly, so bit.ly slash whatever. So the one that we've used before is /graphpuz. Okay, and we created a puzzle that if you go to that site, it will show. So one way that you can do that, though, is by going through the text here and in that order. So I'm going to find where B is. Okay, so if I look at B here, I can make that in bold. Or if you don't think that's going to show enough, I can always go down to this more editing options and make it a code font. And then what you'll end up seeing is it's highlighted in gray and it's bolded. So I can go B, and then again, code font I. See it change the I a little bit as well. And I can also make that in bold, right? So bit, so you get the idea. If I spell out bit.ly/graphpuz, and the way that you could even do this, the slash inside there is something like 24/7 or, and/or, right? There's a number of different ways you can bring the slash inside there. So if they see that then, and they can see that it's bit.ly/graphpuz, then when they go to that link, it will bring them to one of the types of puzzles we like to use, which is actually a literal puzzle. Okay, so this, we made an image of a question, and then they're required to put this puzzle together. And once they've done that, so I'm just gonna cheat here. So you can cheat at this. But you can actually see here then that this question comes up. And you can see, okay, so the answer for A, who earns $80, that's going to go here. The answer for B, how much does Beth earn per hour, goes here. And the answer for C goes here. So you can make this into an image that has either another question on it, or it's something that once they put the puzzle together, it reveals the answer that they would go and put in the lock over here. Okay, so the next video, I'll show you how to use Bitly so that you can actually make shortcuts to the different links.